Happy Friday. So this will be week 3 video. Unfortunately, there is no week 2 video. I had to have some oral surgery last week that I kind of forgot about, and so it wasn't going to be very comfortable for me to talk too much. So fortunately, we skipped to week 3, or fortunately, I don't know which. I am, as you might be able to tell, I am more bundled up. This morning I got in the truck to go to work and it was 28 degrees. So fall is, idiot drivers. Fall is more than here, and we're getting to the end of October here pretty quick, so it's not bad right now. It's about 50 degrees, but sun's out obviously. So that's that. Audio is probably still pretty crummy. Unfortunately, I was expecting to by now have an external microphone and a frame for my GoPro Hero 3 Plus Black, and unfortunately I don't. I made a boo-boo and I ordered a rather inexpensive mic and frame, which I'm skeptical of. I didn't buy it. It's the first thing I haven't bought that's not GoPro, but we'll try. Unfortunately, I didn't look very closely. Apparently, looked good reviews and all that mess, and the microphone is actually coming from China, which means it won't be here till, like, you know, the second week in November. And I ordered it, I want to say last week, maybe even earlier than that, and I didn't pay attention, and I didn't use my wife's Prime and all that. So anyway, I apologize for the audio being what it is and all the lovely road noise that you can get. I'm guessing I'm going to use that as a external mic and maybe put it up in here, so you're not getting so much of the off the back of the skeleton case. You're getting a lot of vibration road noise from the truck and the road and wind and whatever else. So hope to improve on that. I'll try to avoid bumps. I'm not doing a good job right now, but so, not to get too long-winded, as I always will, I guess what we're gonna try to establish stuff about the bike. There's a lot of bikes out there, right? So I came to one, and it is the bike. It's the one. I don't feel myself changing or wavering from it, and I don't feel that I will. So hopefully it'll be a 2015 maybe, although they got deals on 2014s right now. But it will be a Harley Iron 883. There will be some judgment about here comes the road noise. There will be some judgment about the displacement being an 883. I like small bikes. If I didn't say that in the last video, I do. I like lane splitting bikes. I like the old school chopper style. I like bobber styles. I like what I like, and I like blacked out bikes. Had a lot of bikes, and that's what I like. So the disadvantage is, I mean, if I wanted to spend more money, which, you know, money's not really the issue, I guess it's what I want, but I would go with, and I will tell my opinion here completely, that I think the best bike bang for your buck out there is the Street Bob, by far. Excuse me, the one big thing is they've changed those, and they're now a 6-speed and a 103, and that is a lot of bike for the money. It's too much chrome for me. Even the Street Bob is got flat black, or flat, there's a couple colors, but you know, it's a great bike. I like the little ape hangers on it and stuff like that, but it's probably just not the one for me. That's probably the close second. I don't necessarily want to spend in the 14 range either, but nevertheless, the iron will most likely be the bike. I like the Sportster 72. Love that bike. That's right up my alley. That's a lot like the bikes I've loved for many, many years. It takes me back. Everything about it. But there are some things I don't like about it. It's got too much chrome on it. But that's a style. I get it. And it has... there's a cop. It has too much chrome and the gas tank. I won't get past the 48 or the 72's gas tank being small. I love the style of the bike. I understand why Harley did it. I think they're great metro bikes. I think the 48 is amazing. I think it's a really cool bike. I love the fat front tire, everything about it. Again, it's not quite blacked out enough for me. And again, one of my major goals is to not do a ton to this bike and be happy with it. I mean, I can go buy an old bike and I can do all kinds of work to it and I can make it into something, but at the end of the day, I want to do minor modifications, mostly cosmetic and dress-up type stuff, maybe a little performance, and keep the heart of the bike that I get, and still have the reliability of, you know, fuel injection and things like a security system, and, you know, turn the key, press the button, and go. So that is the bike. The iron is without a doubt, right now, I've wavered a little bit, but I've always come back to that one. I still think that even though it is an 883, I think it's not a bad purchase to spend the $7, $8, almost $1,000 if you have somebody else do it, to make it a 12 as it sits. And the reason I say that is a lot of people don't understand why you would do that. Just go buy a 1200. Yeah, I get that mentality, but the 1200s I don't like. If they made an iron 1200, which, you know, someday they think they might, I'm guessing that's probably in the works. But you get better gear ratios, in my opinion, when you convert an 883, and they're plenty fast. You know, if you know anybody that has one, or if you've seen anybody that has one, or if you haven't, you know, look out there on YouTube. I mean, there's a million riding videos, there's a million exhaust videos on them. It's a great bike, right? And for what the kind of riding I like to do, it's not super heavy cruising, but I want to be able to take long trips, and a lot of it's metro and 55 back roads and whatnot. I think that's the one, you know. I mean, that's where I've been for a few years. I do my homework. I don't go into things willy-nilly, so I feel like that's the one. You know, time will tell, but you know, there's a lot of other bikes out there, but I think that's going to be the one. So, you know, there's a lot of people, like I said, that can tell you about them. If you don't know much about them, you know, do your homework on them. It's a great little bike. There's quite a few little things that I like to do to them. I mean, those things are unbelievable. I've never seen two irons that look the same when I see them around, and we don't have a lot in our town that I've seen, but around I have, in a couple shows and things like that, I've seen them, and you just don't see two of them that are the same. You look out on the forums and stuff, and I mean, it's like any Harley. I mean, they're all different, because the first thing you have to do is you know, get rid of the ugly exhaust and make it sound better, and you know, maybe make it run a little better, and make it yours and pretty it up. And so, and there's, you know, one of the small things I'd like to do is I had an air cleaner cover on an XLH when I was young, very young, like, you know, 16 type young, and it was an old school. That one happened to be steel, but they make a lot of plastic replicas, and I actually stumbled upon one of these things. I can't remember. I think we were at a antique store or something. It was just hanging there, and you know, these things are $30 or whatever they are for an older one from the 70s, and I think I talked the guy down to 10 or something like that. And so anyway, I took that, and I've got that. It's flat blacked, and I'll throw a picture of it. It's old school, but yet when you flat black it, it's kind of not anymore, because it's not chrome anymore. It's it's not a high-end piece by any means, but I like it a lot because it was the one I had, right? So a little bit of youth and nostalgia there. I'd like to maybe get a bobber air cleaner for it and put that on there. It may not 100% go with the style of the bike, but I think it'll work. And I think it'll be a cool thing. It's a cool homage to having a Sportster again, and you know, I just like that. You know, I just thought it'd be cool. So, but anyway, that's the bike. I guess, you know, there's a million things out there that people can say about it. It's all been said, right? I think it's a great one, and I think it's the one for sure. And you know, hopefully we'll talk more about that. We'll revisit it as often as possible in my ramblings, and also other things, obviously. So next week, a little bit of a small surprise, not anything major, but a little bit of a venue change. So I look forward to that. It should be interesting. So logistically, I'm not sure how it'll work. Fortunately, I'll have to work on the sound again, but I don't think I'll have what I need for that yet. So anyway, I think we'll quickly wrap up my ramblings on this one, and we'll look to week and some more ramblings about my goals here and where we're at. Somebody was burning leaves out here, and it's like in my throat. So anyway, hope you come back next week. Hope you watch the first one. Hope you watch the rest of them. Subscribe. Thanks for watching this, for what it's worth. And I have fun doing it. I'm talking to my windshield, but it's a little weird, but you know, it is what it is. So anyway, I'm gonna go, and hopefully we'll see you guys soon.